Alright, hi guys. I just thought I'd do a live video. I usually do, well, I haven't done one for many months. And I just thought I'd try to see if people would be interested in watching live videos. It's hard to set a time for a live video because I'm always grooming dogs at different times. And I don't know what video I'm going to get when they come in. So I'm just going to do a shorter live video today of me shaving the head and face of this guy. This is Bandit, and he is a Havanese. So I thought I'd do that for you guys. And if there are any questions or anything, I can do that as well on the video as well. What I'll be doing is shaving his head and face down, and I actually will be shaving the whole body with a number 10 today. But I thought I would just do kind of the shaving of the head and face for you guys, just a shorter video, unless anyone's interested in seeing the whole thing. So I'm just going to put it back a little bit further. So I do use a number 10 clipper blade, and Bandit here always gets his head and face shaved and his whole body shaved when I groom him. And I know I say a lot when I talk live, apparently. So I'm just going to get started. And I'm going to try to look at the camera if there are any questions. And if for some reason I miss it, I will be checking and answering all questions when I'm done the video as well. All right, so we're going to get started. Usually I start, so I got the number 10 clipper blade. And Bandit doesn't like it that much. But I'm just going to go from the center of the head, right behind his eyes, and go straight back. And then I'm using these two fingers here, kind of the same. I hold the thing, I kind of just put them above the muzzle. So I'm leaving him lots of room to breathe. I'm not touching his airway at all. Come here, buddy. And he's just kind of resting his head on me right now. So I'm going to raise the table up because he's actually staying quite nice. And I'm not wearing my mask so that it's easier for you to hear me, hopefully. His type of fur is actually pretty nice because it's thicker, so it doesn't quite fly away in the air like some other dog's hair does. So I go down the side of the head, just behind the eyes. And you're making sure you watch out where that ear is, because you want to make sure you don't clip that hair by accident. And then I come up the nose. So when I'm coming up the nose, he likes to move a little bit. So when I'm coming up, I'm coming this way, and you kind of try to get it flat in there. And it depends on if they have a lot of staining or tearing in there as well, how fast you can go. Sometimes if it's really clumpy in there, you won't be able to use the clippers because it just won't get under it. Even with the shorter clipper blade, it just won't get under that. So you may have to use scissors a little bit to get under it and then finish with the clippers. Usually you can get under it, but sometimes it just won't work. It looks like his is loose enough that it comes underneath. Slow down, buddy. But he does move around a little bit. And then when I go under the eyes, I'm going to go straight down kind of thing. I know it's loud, so I'm hopefully talking loud enough for you guys. I'll bring the camera up a little closer as well so that you can hear me talking, because I guess we're focusing on the face, but then the clippers will be louder too. So if one's better than the other, please let me know and I can move it back again. But I will try to talk louder as well. Alright, buddy. So, he's getting that little goober under this other eye. And then around the mouth, I go downward. So if he'll let you, some dogs, it all depends. Sometimes they'll open their mouth, and sometimes they will open their mouth really wide. Yeah, I can see you commented there, and I'm always don't know how to pronounce the name, Kawana. So thank you for that. I didn't have enough time to read it though. So I am working on figuring out how to get more live streams hooked up to an external device so I can actually see the comments. So I promise to respond to you when I'm done the video. This is all fun and learning for me. I'm going to see if I can play around a little bit. Oh, there I can see again. Oh, happy Friday. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, good. So, I'm glad I did. I always look at your name and I'm like, I don't know how I pronounce it if I'm killing it when I say it. So, that's good. So, thanks everyone. I'll just keep on going. So around the mouth, right in here, it kind of divots in. So I usually come, you have to come like on an angle and go in. So I'll show you on this one. You can see, you're snorting at me. The hair is a little bit longer there, and it doesn't go when you go the normal way. You kind of got to go backwards to get those hairs out, because otherwise it's just, it has like a little divot in there, and plus his tooth comes down, as you can see. So usually you can get it if you just go backwards, but sometimes I actually have to come back and use the scissors. That's good, you guys know each other too. Yeah, Ange is also very thank you very much. I see lots of comments from you all the time, and I really love seeing them. You guys are one of my top 2 commenters, which is awesome. I have quite a few actually, but so I'm going to keep grooming as long as I have people watching. How's that? Thanks, Ange. That's right. Keep watching, guys. I hope that you enjoy it, and please let me know if you'd like to see more lives. It's just something new I'm trying. So I'm going to keep shaving him down right now. So this is Bandit here. He's coming for his full groom. I already did his sister, and she's having a good, powerful nap. I did a couple videos on her for the behind the scenes people, because group there, because she likes to sing a lot, and I thought it was quite entertaining. So how I have it set up. So I'm trying to read some too. You guys are so awesome. I love seeing you guys' comments on my videos. It's just nice because, as you know, sometimes people aren't very nice. Most people are, and they're very supportive, but sometimes you get some that maybe aren't as supportive as I would hope. It's always hard to see a dog being groomed that doesn't like to be groomed. And most dogs do not like to be groomed. It's, I know it's surprising, but most dogs would rather be home. It's funny, I can have a dog up on the table like this, and he's actually Bandit's looking pretty good. He's not that resistant, but I can have some dog that comes in rams in the dog when the owners come. They run into the room. They're jumping all around, all happy, jumping on me, like wagging their tail. And then as soon as I put them on the table, they're shaking like a leaf. So it's kind of, they just don't want to be groomed. But they are very, very happy after they're done too. Alright, so actually I should finish his face here. So, since that was the whole intent of the video here. Okay, so I'm just going to show you here. There's a little bit of like extra tearing staining there, so it's made a little clump. So you do want to check, because you can see right there, he also has a wart. So you want to make sure that's not a wart, for one thing. Because I have had dogs that have warts in the middle of their eyes, on their nose, on their mouth. He's actually got one right there on the back, just on his chin, that little black spot there. And these kind of warts sometimes get nipped. And it just happens. And they will grow back. They will bleed a little bit. But usually I just put some stick powder on it, and yeah, there's lots of dogs that don't like to be groomed. But they like how they're how much attention they get afterwards. Alright, so sometimes you can see right here there's a little bit of hair sticking up. So sometimes then on these you're so funny. On these ones, I actually have to go against. So I'm going to go right, rub the eye against it. Because again, the hair grows sometimes in different back and forth. So you got to catch the way the hair grows. And I'm going to do it backwards. And then same with right underneath the eye. He likes to pull his head up. I think that's so funny. Hey, look it. I'm going to do the other side. Right. And then just right under his eye there. There we go. So like I said, with my lives, I'm going to try to do more. And if you have any suggestions on what videos you'd like me to do, I'd love to see that in this one. Just so I have, you know, a platform or an idea of where to go from here. Because I would like to do more. But I'm just like, I have no idea what you guys would like to see, so I would love your feedback. So I do shave the inside of his ears because they're, thanks for that, buddy. There's a little bit of your hair in there. Because they're really thick in here, so in those ones I do shave it in the inside. I love that you guys are chatting amongst yourselves. It's nice because you guys see each other probably lots, commenting and supporting me and chatting amongst yourselves. So I love that you're doing that right now too. I just thought I'd change it up. I just got back from being off for a little bit, and I got home last night, and apparently I decided to bring a cold with me as well, so I was coughing a bit. But there are no sick days when you're a dog groomer. In the 17 years that I've been grooming, I have never canceled an appointment. Because I would never want, I just do what I think I would want. So I would never want, you know, someone to call you on the day you're going to get your dog groomed and say, hey, sorry, I can't take you, I'm sick, or they called in sick, or whatever the case may be, because then why? You wouldn't want to wait. So the only thing I have done is I've tried to call them in earlier, or I rescheduled, but usually I try to get them in earlier. But I have worked when I'm not feeling good. And I'm really tired after those days, but I really go to bed quite early on those days. So I'll kind of finish my grooming, have a nice warm shower, usually some soup, and I'm off to bed. I'm tired, but Luckily, my colds don't last too long. That's the one thing with anything. Take care of yourself and your body will take care of you. So I'm just going to continue with the groom because you guys are watching. I guess if you guys leave me, I'll stop the video. But if you guys are enjoying it, I might as well keep filming because this is what I'll be doing for the next bit. Grooming Bandit. So like I said, Bandit always gets a short face like this and short body with just a little bit longer ears and tail. So he has lots of hair in those ears. So I'm going to move to that right now. Okay. I'm going to turn you. So he has lots of thick hair in there. And usually the dogs that have lots of hair in this part of the ear also have a lot of hair in their ears. So it grows really thick in there. So I'm just going to, I see that there's some that's on the outside, so I don't want to pluck that. I'm just using regular tweezers. So I will have to change the title of this video. I wasn't quite sure how people would respond because it's right now it's, well, 2:58. So I'm not sure where everybody else is and if the time, I wasn't sure about people working. And when I'm working a later day, maybe I'll do one in an evening because I do some evenings. I do work some weekends as well. On Saturdays, not on Sundays. Sundays are always a day off for me. But I will work some Saturdays. So when I'm working those Saturdays or an evening, I'll try to do a live video then. I try to kind of make it the last video of the day though, because I'm hoping not to be interrupted. I didn't tell the owner that I was going to be doing this video, so I'm hoping she doesn't come, back too early. So I'm still filming, but if she does, then they're quite happy to have a video on their dog. So I do all the dogs that I groom get a video. So sometimes it's just a short, or sometimes it's full length one, or just the ears or whatever. But I try to do some kind of video. On the days that I'm really busy, I kind of just select, whatever time I select, and that's the dog that gets done, because I can't do recording back to back to back. Well, I could, but it's a little hard because I have to keep watching the camera and stuff, and it does take me a little bit longer to groom a dog when I'm filming. Just because I'm looking at the camera and getting distracted by the dogs, and then I kind of get a little bit behind schedule that way. I know. He has lots of hair in there, but his ears are actually really nice and healthy. Got a nice color to them. So coloring basically just like that. Kind of like a peachy kind of color. So if they're red, sometimes when you pluck that hair out, the color will go back to a nicer, lighter color. Still has a little bit of pink in it, but it's just a lighter color. Okay, so I'm going to get back to shaving him again. Again, I'm going to be doing the number 10 on the whole body. I like to get stuff as I see it. There we go. Good boy. Okay, buddy. Okay, so Bandit here. I think he is He's 12 years old. In June, yep. So 12 years old this guy is. So he's looking pretty good for a 12-year-old guy. He's been coming to me for 2 years. And ever since he's come, doesn't matter if it's summer, winter, any time of the year, he gets the same haircut. But he is mainly an indoor dog too, so he is pee pad trained. So he's not going for those long leisurely walks when it's minus 20 degrees out. But either am I. But my dog has to go out because he is not pee pad trained. So I tend to keep him a little longer in the winter. And then keep him a little shorter in the summer, but not too much of a difference. And the next time I have to do a haircut on him, I will do a live on him as well. Because it's kind of funny that I think I only have like 1 or 2 videos of Deacon. I have lots of pictures on my membership board. I put lots, and here and there I'll put on the community board as well. But really, I tried to have the first video of him, but it ended up being his good friend Max that I did the video on because Deacon's didn't turn out. I was kind of wearing the camera on my chest, and all it got was like the top of Deacon's head. It didn't get any of me grooming him, so just me talking away. So I ended up not even using that one. I wish I would have kept it, but of course he deleted it. So that would have been a good one for the behind the scenes group. Little blooper. But, and then every time I groom Deacon, it's just kind of like in between other dogs, or I'll do just his face, or just this or that. Like, so I don't really do a full groom on him like I do these guys. I just kind of fit him in, get him out, and get the next one going. So I will have to actually do a nice video on Deacon, and you can kind of see how he acts. He's not a big fan of being groomed. I usually have to chase him down in the house. I don't know how he reads my mind. It's like the one day that I call him to come, and he'll come any other time, but just, well, not really. He's a Yorkshire Terrier, so I think he's more like a cat with his attitude, but he generally comes when I call him, but he's very suspicious when I'm planning to groom him. Like, he just knows. And he is one of the dogs that kind of shakes on the table, so he does not like to be groomed. And you'd think he'd be used to it. Me being a groomer and all. That was the same with my last dog that I first started grooming. He was not a fan of being groomed. But they did like the treats afterwards. I don't want to talk the whole time because I know that's annoying too. I like to groom in silence generally. That's sniffing. And I really can't see the comments anyways at this stage. But I am working on a better setup for that. I just got to get a different monitor. And hopefully I can sync with my phone. Really what I need is a cameraman to hold the camera. I've asked my husband several times, but he's not that interested. But really, it'd be nice to have someone just hold it, and then they can read the questions to me while I groom. And none of my nieces or nephews are interested in that job either, so for now, we'll just have to do with what we got. Okay, buddy. Okay. So I know if some of you are at work or busy, having a busy day, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. Hopefully you've left a comment on if you'd like to see more, or at different times, or different content. Just let me know. Again, I'm just learning. It's kind of all new to me. He's got really thick fur. But you can see he's a little bit older because he's got really loose skin too, so you got to kind of pull it tight to make sure you get a nice clean cut. But if you watched me before, you already know that I do a complete second cut as well after the bath. Hey, buddy. And I'll just keep recording as long as somebody is watching. I'm assuming you're enjoying something from this video, so thank you. Okay. Come on, up. Stay. One more leg, buddy. One more leg. Oops, nice and quick. Right. Gotta be careful going around the bum area, of course, so you're not catching anything in the bum itself. Usually a number 10 is really good for that, but if you've done a scissor cut on a dog, then you know, kind of don't shave the bum, because some people don't like the bum shaved either. And sometimes the dogs don't like it, because they don't like how it feels on them. So what I'll do with that is use a number 7, but sometimes it's because it's a little longer, it can catch. But if you're really, careful and you watch what you're doing, you stretch the skin to make sure you're not catching anything, you'll be okay. But just something to be aware of. So a number 10 is really good for that, so that you don't have to worry about that. But just something to watch out for. Okay, I'm going to raise the table just so I'm not making him bend his leg as much. I see the lighting changed when I did that, so it's kind of funny. But that's good. It's a little bit brighter, I see. Okay, bye. I will use the clippers on the other side, just to give you a little bit of both aspects of using the clippers or scissors as well. So far, he's tolerating my scissors. Still not a big fan of getting his feet done though, but he's staying actually pretty nice. He looks a little tired. Okay, no. Okay. Got some pretty big nails here. Okay, good boy. Nice, you can see those long nails there. But I got one white one and the rest are black. So I kind of look at the white one first, or clear one, I guess, and see where that quick is, which is quite receded on him. So it kind of gives me an idea of where to cut the rest of the nails. But if they weren't, if it wasn't visible, then I kind of just go like this. Oh, see, and that one still bled. So I would kind of go this way to where the nail starts to curve and trim it back towards the pad. So the white one, which I thought was I could go higher, still bled. The other ones that I didn't have a quick to look at are good. So it's never a fail-safe. And that quick just likes to grow, especially when the nails are overgrown. Let's wipe that up. So I like to do the nails before the bath too, because then if there is one that did bleed, you know, I can see if it starts up again, and then if it does, then I will put some more styptic powder on it. But usually the first time works just fine. Okay, good boy. So, like I said, I'm not quite sure if this is a good time of the day to be doing a live, but I just wanted to try it out. It's actually the last dog of the day for me. So I thought, why not? See how it goes. And like I love feedback from you guys. You can let me know. And maybe Friday isn't the best day. I'm assuming lots of people are at work right now. So it will vary for me because I don't work every day of the week. I kind of do a little bit of flexibility with, and I don't have regular set schedule. It's kind of when people need their dogs groomed. I kind of work with them, and then depending on what else is going on for me, I kind of just set the schedule like that. So I do some evenings and weekends as well. It's funny when people call, they'll say, when do you work? And I always just ask, well, when do you need me to work? Try not to work too late in the evenings though, so I'll just kind of maybe do one just close to supper, so when someone gets off work, they can make it here in time while when they get off work. Hey, where are you going? Nobody. Can't crawl on today. I know. He's getting tired with me. Okay, I know. Okay, one more nails. Come here, baby. So thanks everyone for joining in. If it's hard for me to see the messages, so if you do comment, and please do, I will respond. So any comment that is made here, I will respond as soon as I can. I think it has to upload, and then I can actually look at the comments. I don't think I can look at the comments for about an hour or so. So this is kind of a learning curve for me as well. So I'm not quite sure. I did one live video, I think 8 months ago or something. It's been a while, so just thought I'd try something new because I knew people were quite interested in it, and they kind of scare me. But now that I've been recording for a little bit longer, I'm a little more comfortable. So if this is something that you'd like to see more of, please let me know. And if there's something specific you'd like me to show, I'd be happy to do that as well. So this video started just of me shaving his head and face, and then it just kept going because people were watching. So no point in shutting it off if you guys are interested in watching. That's what I think. So and I guess this also shows you that I do not edit any of my films. I always get comments that your elbow is blocking the view or something like that, and I'm like, well, it happens. I can't do anything about it. I'm not going to edit it out, so I'm sorry, you know. There's some dried blood there, but it must have been from the nail I got, and then I didn't wipe it up. Oh, I think that one is bleeding right now that I just did. Yeah, the white one. Ah, that's funny. Seems like the wet ones are, the quick grows faster. That's funny. This one also has 3 black nails and 1 white one, and then that one is the only one that bleeds. Okay, last foot. Hey, hey. For those just joining, this is Bandit here. He's a 12-year-old Havanese. Been coming to me for a couple years. We are just started out as shaving the head and face, and it continued on to shaving. Well, this is what he's here for, but I wasn't sure if anyone wanted to watch the whole video. But now he gets a number 10 blade on the whole body except for his ears and tail. So I'm just continuing the groom. As long as someone's watching, I'm going to keep recording. Alright, so here's one a light nail, and then the rest are black again. So this one's half and half actually. It's white on the top and black on both sides, which is different. We've got really thick nails. Yeah, I know. There we go. And those ones are all good. Awesome. Alright, so I just got to comb out the tail and probably thin it out because, like I said earlier, his fur is really thick. Oh yeah, I can tell by just grabbing the tail there. So I'm not going to be able to comb through that. So I'm going to have to use the thinning shears. Alright, so I took the thinning shears to it pretty good, just because he is quite thick. Yeah, quite twisted. Oh. So it takes out quite a bit of fur when you use those thinning shears, but then you can keep all that nice length. And that kind of helps prevent it from matting up again by taking out some of that thickness. Okay. Might be one more there. Take that out as well. Thanks everyone for watching. And just shaving down Bandit here. The number 10 clipper blade. Coming for his full groom. I started just shaving his face and head there, and then continued on with the body. I will continue to do more lives. Just let me know what you think in the comments, or if you have any suggestions. It's hard for me to read them at this point. I'm still working on getting it set up. I'm just testing as well to see if people are even interested in live videos. Okay, I'm going to take him to the back now. Come here, baby. Come on. Okay. Okay. Hi. Thanks. Okay, just stay down there. So I always get some comments on the shampoo that I don't use enough, or that it doesn't make, usually because it doesn't make very much soap. So what I use is it's an all natural, made with essential oils, so it doesn't actually lather up very much. So I have started using a little bit more than I usually do, just to get a little bit of soap for people. But it just doesn't lather. It's because it doesn't have all those chemicals in there for the dogs. And of course I didn't want that on my hands as well, but I always treat the dogs like how I treat my own, and I wouldn't want those chemicals on him as well. So then I just continued to purchase that shampoo, which is a little bit more expensive, but way better for their skin, because it has all those essential oils in it and none of those chemicals. So if it does get into the ears or the eyes, it's not causing them any harm, and it doesn't irritate them because it doesn't have those chemicals. So I always get a little bit of, reaction from people when they don't see the lathering up of the dog, or the big shampoos coming all over, which some groomers have there. And you don't need it, you just need the dog to be clean. So I've been using the same shampoo for 15 years. So the best comment was when I had a person who was a long-term client. They had been bringing their dog for, it was probably about 10 years, and then of course sadly their dog passed away. And then 2 years later they brought their new dog to me, which was beautiful, little puppy. And the first thing she said when she picked him up was, "Oh, he smells the same as my last dog," because of course I was using the same shampoo. So that was kind of really cute that she remembered the shampoo. But I've never had a dog react to this shampoo or have any issues with it, and that's why I continue to use it, because it's just natural and really good for the dog. So yes, it does not lather up like the other guys because it does not have the chemicals. So I will continue to use this shampoo. So I'm not going to change my shampoo so that it lathers up better for the camera. So there we go. Okay, good boy. soap still on his tail. You want to always get that shampoo out, just otherwise it can be a little itchy for the dog when it dries on the skin. You always want to make sure they're rinsed off really good. Okay, grab a towel. Okay, back to the table. I'm just going to try to see. Well, actually, I don't want to push buttons. I'm so scared to push buttons and then lose the whole video. I was going to try to make it brighter, but I don't want to somehow turn off the video and then you guys can't see nothing. I'll just have to play with it. I'm going to play with it at the end of the video so that if for some reason the video stops, at least you've seen the whole video and I haven't cut you off partway through. Oh boy. Good boy. Okay, so one thing that I've done and wanted to show you is that I've switched to this. Especially for my senior guys. I do still use this one here for my like poodles and golden doodles, ones that come in with really thick fur and it's really hard to blow dry them, so I'll use this guy. But for my older ones that maybe won't be too fond of the blow dryer, I put this one on, so it's way lighter airflow. Hi Lynn, I seen your comment really quick and I will answer it, but I couldn't read it all. Like I said, I'm gonna get back to reading all those comments and I will answer all of them, but thanks for commenting. And you're another one of my big fans, sorry, that I really like seeing the comments on, so thank you for your support. But I will be back. Let me finish blow drying here. right. So like I said, I will be answering all the questions at the end of the video. Once it's uploaded, I think I need to wait a certain amount of time before it gets uploaded, and then I can have access to it. So I'm still learning about this process, so please feel free to comment. I may be able to answer it if I can see it in time, but I will have to play with the settings a little bit, because I would like the comments to stay up there if possible all the time, and then when I get a chance I can kind of look and hopefully answer. But even if I do answer it in the video, I still will comment back in the comments as well, just in case they're not watching anymore or whatever the case may be. At least that way the comment will be sent to them. And just in case anyone else wanted to know the answer that didn't catch it as well, so then it could be on there. Alright, so you can see a little bit's coming off. I'm just using the same 10 clipper blade. He's got quite a bit of curl in his hair. And he certainly is a good boy, so I wasn't sure if he's going to be a good boy or not, but there are some dogs that I know, like the Kobe is my most anxious dog that I groom. There are some dogs named, but sometimes, well, this is Bandit, so I have a few Bandits. There are a few dogs' names that are repeated. And I can't sometimes remember which ones are the good ones and which ones are a little bit more resistant. But all in all, they're all pretty good. Here, baby. Yeah, it's about done. And I may get a comment about shaving his head and face, but that'll always be up to the owner. I never want to decide what their owner should have for their dog. What are you doing? Just kind of doing a little twist there. As I was saying earlier, he's been coming for 2 years, and this is the only haircut he's ever gotten. Which makes it really easy for me, because I never have to guess. I just look at the picture and I have it always written down, what I've done before. Because I have some guys that have like 6 different pictures of all the different cuts they've had. So it's kind of nice when the owner comes in and says, yeah, just the same as always. And there's only one picture to choose from, so I know. So they are a little bit cold when they're done their groom. Because they are still damp. Because it has only been, what, 15 minutes since they've been bathed. But this also means that they'll be getting picked up soon. And they get to go home, right? Just gonna, you can see a little bit of fur there. Oh yeah, I forgot I was gonna use clippers on the other feet. I'm just so used to using scissors. So I ended up using scissors on all of them. just so hard to break the habit. I have lots of people that'll come and they just want me to trim the feet. They actually don't want me to trim the nails. And it's really hard not to trim the nails. Like, because I'm just in the habit. I trim the feet all up and I automatically clip the nails. So usually they'll go home with, you know, all their feet trimmed, but half their nails will be done as well because it's just too hard. I have to actually put the nail clippers on another bench across the room. Otherwise, I will grab it, even though I just cut the next one, or just the one previous. Okay, so now time for your solution. I'll probably put a little blow dry on them. I'm just going to trim there a little bit. This is what I do sometimes after the camera's done rolling. Because I don't know, I'm not sure if people still want to watch this part, so. But I've been getting better at just letting the camera kind of roll. When I think I'm done, I'll just let it kind of play a little bit more, because I think people want to see, but I don't know. That's why I rely so much on the comments, so. His sister's wondering what's going on. The owner should be coming shortly to pick up. It's about that time. Okay, so he's got to brush his teeth. There we go. Get him a toothbrush. Okay. So sometimes they listen really good. This is why sometimes, oh, he's really good. I'll do the teeth brushing on here because they listen like this, but I never can remember because, of course, I don't test it out beforehand. Oh, you're so good. So you can see a little bit, well, you maybe can't see, but I'll tell you. It's got a plaque buildup there, so his gums are very red. And this just helps massage that plaque. Hopefully it'll loosen it up as well. I'm just going to get the top and the bottom there. But for some of the dogs, I have to put them on the floor and try to maneuver them around. So there's a little bit of blood on there. That's just from the gums. That's perfectly normal if the dog's teeth aren't getting enough use with chewing on stuff. So it's really important to have your dog chew on materials and really break that plaque off if possible. So there we go. I'm going to blow dry him off one more time and then see how he is. And then if I need to trim, I'll do a little bit of that. Never get it perfect, but anytime an owner comes and I see something, I'm like, oh, let me take them back, and I just kind of trim up a little bit here and there, but I don't know. It bugs me if I see something that I can fix. Okay, so there is our boy, all finished up. He's got such curl in there, so it still takes off a little bit. So funny. There we go. All right, so thanks everyone for watching. I really appreciate all your support and everything. So I'm going to play with some buttons here pretty soon. So if I do lose you, I just noticed that it's going lighter and dimmer, and I really want to see if I can work with that while I'm in a video, because I know I can't test it if I'm not actually recording. So I'm going to try to make it the screen brighter. But if I lose you, thanks for all your support. I'll be checking all the messages, and I'll get down here so you can see me, and actually responding to all the messages and comments, I guess. All right, make sure everyone's been heard. Okay, so here, I'm going to try to make it lighter. Oh, yeah, no filter. Oh, I can put filters on, but it doesn't really make it brighter, unfortunately. So, oh yeah, now I can see all the comments a little bit. Oh, I will admit that, the before and after. I've done some before, and I like that idea, so I will do that. And I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Thanks, Lynn. Oh, here, I can play with the... Okay, here, I can try answering some of the comments now if I actually... let's see. I'm just like, yeah, definitely keep the ears nice and clean. Yeah, I haven't, it's up to the owner. Like, I don't really ask the owners to put their, for Lynn here, so she was just asking if any of the owners bringing in dogs on trazodone for anxiety. I have one that does, and like, Kobe doesn't come on anything, but sometimes you never know. I don't recommend, or I don't ask them, and they don't have to bring them with that. It's up to the owners. So I don't make any stipulations, because I don't want to have any dog put on anything if they don't need to be on anything. I can still groom them. The dog that does come to me is really anxious and pees. Like, so when I'm grooming him, he'll pee because he's nervous, and then he pees when I pick him up. And same with the owners, when they come and pick him up, he pees on them, and he pees in the car ride over, and any car ride, so they do give it to him for that. But I don't ask that an owner has to do that, because I don't feel that if I don't have to use it, I won't, and it's up to the owners always. So there we go. So I think I'm gonna let you guys go. I just want to see. So if you have any more questions, oh, here we go. Hide all chat, all messages. Okay. Okay, now I can see all the messages. So next time I'll be able to press this button, hopefully, and then I'll be able to see the messages as they come up. So I'm just playing with the video. So thanks for your patience. I don't know what it's doing on your end, but I know it's making it darker and lighter depending on where I stand. So I'm gonna I'll have to see if I can add another light from the background and see if that helps as well. Oh, now all the messages went away again. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to keep playing. So thanks, guys. I will look forward to reading all your messages and responding to them, and hopefully having more live videos and take your suggestions and learn from them. So thanks, guys. We will see you guys soon. Okay, have a good day.